sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes.
Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 90, roll. He came in.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Ito Smith. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hey, team 6, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Smith. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
X3, 218, chop. Check 31, check 31. Ready?
From the gun, Lawrence. It's caught, Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Yes, yes.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Look at me, zipper.
Here we go now with Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 8 read.
Go, D. Let's go.
Snap.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one caught by Ridley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Lawrence. That's complete to Smith. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give to Smith out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
52. Watch the run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Over.
2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
He's coming. Double up.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Hey, let go. He's checking.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 10 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
132 fighter. Rock it.
Off play action. Lawrence. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, wahoo!
Kill, kill, kill.
Now!
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, watch that, watch that.
Hustle fight!
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence got an open man. It's Harmon. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
From the gun, Lawrence. Complete. Smith has it. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
6-6, pull it high.
Smith. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Ready? 18 game.
Choose the mic. Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood.
Go.
Watch the flood, motion, pull. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Go.
All day, pull.
Go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it here with Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They're going to look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
60 out more.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill, kill, kill.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run with Smith. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, this is Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Switch. Mike 52, Alpha. That's going to be a long day.
From the gun, Lawrence. Got an open man, it's Foster. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And a loose football, and the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to take a shot for the ends. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
64. Hey, exit. Rush in.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the run, it's Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
They'll run it again with Smith. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's able to find Wallace. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll look to throw. He's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Down. 91. Check. 42's the mark. Yeah. 5.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.